If you knew humanity would die in 30 years, unless you took a trip into the middle of outer space on a one-way mission to maybe see if you can figure out what was wrong, would you do it? That's the question they ask in the new film, Project Hail Mary.
You're watching a movie with Silas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to You're Watching a Movie with Silas Lindenstein. I am your host, Silas Lindenstein. Today, I am reviewing the new film, Project Hail Mary. It's a film starring none other than Ryan Gosling. You may know him from many things, especially a couple summers ago when he played Ken and Barbie. A very different role, still a bit humorous. Also stars Sandra Hüller. A few other people show up in it, but it kind of centers mostly around them. It follows science teacher Ryland Grace, who wakes up on a spaceship with no memory of who he is, why he's there, what he's supposed to do. But over the course of the film, he remembers. It's laid out. It's an interesting structure for a film. It doesn't just give you all the information in the beginning. It slowly over time tells you what's going on, right? Just little bits of information. It along with the character, you get the sense that you're learning everything in these flashbacks that the character is remembering, though you don't really see a scene there that says, oh, I just remembered I'm actually a science teacher. What happens is he's sent on this mission and he's put into a coma and wakes up. And one of the potential side effects, as he's told by the robot, is that he may not remember things. There may be some problems with his memory, and it is. He wakes up, finds himself there with a couple of folks who didn't make it in the journey, and he's all alone in space, not knowing what to do. Until slowly he figures out and remembers, oh yeah, the Earth, it's gonna die. The sun is dying, and he needs to know why. So he's sent into this remote part of space that is, as far as the scientists on Earth can tell, is the only other area in the world that is not being, in the universe or galaxy, that is also not being affected. So they want to know why. So they send him out there on what they expect to be a one-way mission. And there's adventures along the way. You can see from the trailer, and I'm try to speak to just what we see in the trailer, that he meets another life form. Another life form is also there trying to figure out why this solar system is not being affected. He meets an alien who is a rock. Not Dwayne Johnson, an actual rock-like thing. And they learn how to communicate with each other. It's interesting. Now this is considered it's being dubbed as a hard science fiction film. Now, when I first heard that term, I thought, oh, erotic? No, that's not what it means at all. Hard science is where it's most, I don't want to say grounded in truth, because that would be, I wouldn't say accurate, but it's grounded in that the science is the super important part of it, trying to make it make sense. The logic of the world is there. And I think you get that. There is an important emotional connection that starts happening between The Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, and Ryland, played by Ryan. There's this emotional connection that these two aliens, two beings, get with each other, but they really dive into the why they are there and how things are working, and then try to explain things as best as they can. Where soft science fiction is more like a Star Trek, a little more magic happens. Oh, we just teleported over here because that's how it happens. It's just molecules get sent across space. Yeah, that's the ticket. That is the kind of thing that is considered soft science fiction. And this is hard. It goes into the details. Now there's certainly some things. Now this guy he plays he plays a science teacher in high school. No, middle school. It's like a middle school science teacher in the midst of this one when we meet him. He's apparently like a discredited in some way PhD scientist about he made he had the audacity to suggest that there could be life without, I don't know, life without water or something, that it's only life as we know it. So he was thinking outside the box, and it somehow discredited him in the whole world. I really hate that. I will say that's one thing that kind of bothered me. Like, I'm like, what are you suggesting? Is it that sounds like you're making a statement, which I don't think they're trying to make about the modern scientific community. That did bother me a little bit, but because he's willing to think outside the box, they want his input on this. So somehow they found this middle school teacher to be of value, and then to end up being the most valuable because he made a discovery about the situation, and events transpire. I don't want to give anything away, but it's a tale of maybe reluctant heroes. It's a tale of learning to communicate with other people that aren't like you, and finding commonality. It bugged me a little bit. It did bug me a little bit how quickly they seem to learn to communicate. They use math. It's like a lot of movies do this. It's kind of a trope, I think. They use math to become the universal language to teach each other how to communicate. What the part that's far-fetched to me more is that he's a science teacher in and had a specialty, right? But now also he's a linguist. He's a physicist. He's an astronaut. I mean, they kind of explain that part a little away, but it reminds me of like Star Trek, like how the first officer or the transporter chief also knows about quantum physics, and he also knows how to do medical treatments on people because he took a semester in Starfleet Academy on a particular topic, and then he can also pilot brand new starships because he took a 2-week course and got a certificate in flying this special prototype of starship. I was just like, okay, he can't know all of this. I mean, I understand desperation and figuring out, but like, I wanted him established a little more as a genius, like total genius on everything, for me to make sense. That was a little nitpicky, but I mean, I gotta say this is based off of a novel, which is always a good sign for me because I feel like if they're true to the novel, the writing's probably going to be pretty good. And I will say, I think the writing was wonderful in this. I'm not sure if it was adapted, who adapted it. I could have looked that up before I, got on here. But the original book was by Andy Weir, I believe is how you pronounce it. And then let's see, the screenplay by Drew Goddard, directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. So it doesn't look like the original author was involved. I'm very curious to find out people who read the book if they like the movie as much as I did. Because I actually did I really enjoyed it. Like I'll give you my rating at the end. But it runs something like 2 hours and 33 minutes, something like that. It's just a really long film, but it was fast. Like it flew by. And yeah, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Sorry. I was off 3 minutes. Rated PG-13 sci-fi adventure film. It flew by. And people are clearly excited about this film because I went to see it on a Friday afternoon, which is normally great because there's like not much of an audience. So I really enjoy that. And it was a pretty filled theater. People and like afternoon, I mean like 11:30. Like I did not wait long. I did not wait long on the day to see it, and it was a filled theater. So people, there's clearly word about it. They did great marketing on it, and I unless the book is outstanding and people just loved it a lot more, I mean I think this will do really well in the box office because I think it was just a really it was a fun ride. It was thrilling. It's Ryan Gosling's just he's adorable and fun in anything I think he does. And he's gonna have that Barbie rub for a while, I think. But he's just got this natural humor that helped relieve moments or make you want to see kind of root for him, a little charisma. I got a little too much charisma, maybe. Maybe he doesn't need that much charisma. Tone down the charisma. Leave some for the rest of us. Dude, you're taking all the charisma. Why don't you leave some for the rest of us, okay? But otherwise, I mean, yeah. Good actor, good film. I did like his relationship with the lead scientist, I'll call her. That was interesting, especially because it was mostly in flashbacks that sometimes I won't say mostly, it's about 50-50. His relationship with everyone except for The Rock is, and not the not Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, is everything else is in the past, right? That's all flashback. So, and sometimes when the relationships are just kind of in that format where you only know someone's history from the flashbacks they give, sometimes I don't feel as connected because it's not as immediate. But this film did a good job of kind of overcoming that for me. And yeah, so yeah, very happy, very pleased. It's definitely a film I would recommend to anybody. What am I gonna rate this? We're gonna roll the dice here. Rolling my little D20 dice. I think I'm gonna give it a love it. I am. I want to give it like a 17. I loved it at 17. It's because it's not a perfect film because, like I said, like there's a few little flaws in there. There's things I don't necessarily have issues with the ending. It's just interesting having not read it, like how I thought it was going to end, and I'm like, oh, here's the end. Oh no, it's not. Oh, now we're at the. Oh, that's not it either. Oh, and and at the end I ponder like, if I wrote this book, would I have ended it this way or wrote this screenplay? I'm not sure. I wanted it. How tightly do we need to wind this up? Do we need to get it in a nice little bow of sorts? Could there be more left to the imagination? Perhaps I'm being mysterious now. And so you have your own imagination happening. And maybe it's wonderful. Maybe it's sad. You think it's tragic. You don't know. And I will say I do like films a lot that leave me to imagine a decent amount. Like I don't need a film to wrap up. I like when a film, there's a level of wrapping it up. Wrap up the story that we're on, but not their whole life, right? And so I'm a little torn. If you see the end, you can tell me. Do you agree or disagree? Did you if you saw this, if you saw this, did you love it? Did you like it? Or was it not for you? Was it on my scale, love it, like it, or lose it? Which one is it? Were you happy with the ending? And did you watch the book? Did the book affect your feelings on this at all? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in my Facebook group. You're watching a movie Facebook group, wherever. Just tell me. I need to know how someone else felt. This is a talk about, like, it's a book. It was a book. So there's probably book clubs that use this. I'll have to use this as a film club book or a film club movie because I want to talk about it. And this is a one-way conversation right now, which is why you're here. You don't want to talk to me in real life. You're just listening or watching me on the YouTubes. So, but that's it. That's what I got to say about this. I give it a love it. 17. Good film. Check it out. Amazing special effects. Oh, by the way, I did see it in IMAX, which apparently is the best format. It's shot in IMAX. I would recommend the IMAX. The other ones are probably fine too. It probably doesn't matter. But I saw it on IMAX and it had a good impact on me. And one other note. It was the first IMAX film that ever made me a little dizzy. I did get a little dizzy in it. So, because it's in outer space, right? A bunch of it. And sometimes the camera would rotate with the ship or something. And I actually got dizzy. And that normally doesn't happen to me. So that was kind of neat. I did like that. Anyway, that was a side note. Hey, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein. Project Hail Mary. Check it out.
You're watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein. In the theaters you find this. So go and press play and rewind this. This picture is timeless. Love it, like it, or we lose it, can't find it. And we ain't keen on being reminded about the